And the simp of the week today is this guy who's gotten really, really creative about how he simps for his wife. I'm going to show you this clip. Now, normally I show you a little bit and I respond and a little bit, but because this is a creative, musical number, I'll let the whole thing play out and then I'll comment at the end. Okay, so here we go.
Don't get married, yeah. Everybody, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. It's a trap, run for your life. Oh my God, she's mad again.
I am not mad for 1,000.
Signed a paper, now we're more than friends.
Catchy.
I'm always in trouble, don't know why.
No, you're in trouble. Always
got a warning for you, single life is fine. Yeah, is she always nagging? Yeah, does she always wanna fight? Yeah, is she sexual? No, she took everything from me. Better sign a prenup now.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
All right, as always, domestic violence against men, always funny on TikTok. But let's talk about the video. And first, no one acts that well. His wife absolutely learned all of those facial expressions because she practices that on daily basis. And by the way, the biggest way he simps for her is not even in this video. She has her separate social media account where she parades around in slutty outfits for other men to see and give her compliments and validation and God knows what. So he absolutely tolerates that. And you're probably asking, like, Alex, that's kind of weird. I don't see any tattoos on the girl like this. It probably is normal. Oh no, they're hidden. But as I watched a few videos, she does have tattoos. Now, all of these things that he's saying about are funny, and kudos to him for essentially saying the quiet part out loud that most married men would say, that, dude, don't get married, and if you do, better sign a big prenup. Kudos for that. However, I have no doubt in my mind that all of that is partially true in his life, if not fully true. I bet he does sleep on a couch when his wife is mad, which is a simpy, pathetic thing to do. I have never slept on a couch. If a girl's mad at me, she doesn't want to sleep in the same bed with me, go sleep on a couch in a hotel. I am the man in the house. I sleep in my own bed every night. The dog sleeps on the couch. I'm sure also, he's not very happy with his sexual life, as most men aren't. And I'm sure he holds sex back as a bargaining chip, as a lot of women do. That's just became a kind of a common thing in marriages that have been accepted by men. I have no idea why. Well, I guess I know they're simps. And the fact that she treats him like a little boy, like a child, where he just says, "Oh, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna be mad. You're gonna get like he's a child." These are very common things. How men who are already married, essentially, how they simp for their wives, and of course, marriage is the wall around it where they can't even get out. Now, of course, you're gonna those men who simp in their marriage had to simp in the beginning to get into that marriage, right? As a matter of fact, I would propose to you, if you're not a man who's willing to just walk away from women and do your own thing, or a man like me who can and is willing to put all of the effort into getting out of America and moving to a different country to get away from women like this, the only way how you can get laid and get into a relationship with a Western woman in America or Europe is to simp. It is the only way. It is the only way. And the fact that it's being glamorized, it's no surprise, because where we saw all this already for many years, in commercials and TV shows, and new songs, where a man is always a beta male who's always done something wrong and needs to be treated and punished like a child, but it's the woman who is the right one, and she knows everything, and she's the smartest. And this we've allowed this little by little. We bought products from companies that demean men in their commercials who, when this happens to women, they organize and they fucking, boycott the product, you know and men don't do that anymore. And I've already discussed this earlier in this broadcast. Why it's happening is because men are just, one, don't know. They just don't know what's happening. I think a lot of men who watch this video is like, that's funny. It is funny, and this guy's very creative, but it's also very sad because this is, this is a reality for a lot of men, and they don't even know that. No, like just sleeping on a couch example. Like I don't know how men do it, right? Like there are plenty of men in America and Europe who bring the money home, right? They're the main providers. Everything around their wives is built and created by this man, right? And yet, when she's upset with him, he has to sleep on a couch. And I said earlier, like a dog, but honestly, the dog probably sleeps in the bed. And the dude is kind of below the dog where he has to sleep on a couch. And men do it. What the like, honestly, I don't even understand. How is it your wife tells you to go sleep on the couch like a little bitch, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it? You know what I mean? I have like so no respect for this man, and this happens all the time. And this is why I wanted to, start the segment. I already have like 3 videos in a queue for the next month to show you guys, because there's so many simps, and they're not even like, this is how I know that these guys don't even know what's happening to them, is because they post this shit on social media, and they don't even know how pathetically, horribly bad they look to real men. How weak and beta and simpy they look to the rest of us, because they don't know. And when I try to actually red pill some of these men in person, they either don't get it or they get mad. They get mad that you're challenging their masculinity, and it's like, what masculinity? Like getting mad over me saying you're not really you acting like a real man. It's not really a manly characteristic either. You're just throwing a hissy fit in front of me like a girl. It is hilarious and sad, much like this video. If you want to ditch modern women and move abroad for more traditional relationships, go to themillionmanproject.com, take my most comprehensive course, and change your life.